The first time Lily saw the dog, he was already digging, not frantically, methodically, like he knew exactly where to go. Before we begin this powerful tale of silence and sacrifice, tell me in the comments, what was your first dog's name and breed? You can help stories like this be heard, remembered, and shared. If this one touches your heart, like the video. And don't forget to follow for more true feeling stories of healing, loyalty, and quiet courage. Sometimes, the strongest voices are the ones that never speak. And sometimes, they bark. The backyard behind the foster home was overgrown and forgotten, ringed by rusted wire and towering oaks that blocked out most of the sun. But this dog, a massive German shepherd with worn fur and intelligent eyes, didn't seem to mind. He didn't look lost, he looked like he was looking for something. Lily had only been in the house for 5 days. Her new foster parents, Dana and Greg, weren't cruel, but they weren't kind either. They gave her food, a bed, and long silences filled with polite smiles that never touched their eyes. There were 3 other kids in the house, none of them talked much. Lily kept to herself, so when she saw the dog out the window that evening, digging beneath the old sycamore near the back fence, she opened the door and slipped outside, without a word. He didn't run when she approached, just paused, looked at her once, then returned to scraping the soil. Lily knelt beside him. "You're not scared of people," she murmured. "Or maybe just not scared of me." The ground was packed and dry, but he was making progress. A few more minutes, and something hard appeared under the surface, flat, black and rimmed in silver. The dog stepped back. Lily brushed the last of the dirt away, and blinked. It was a mirror, not a big one, the size of a bathroom cabinet door. The frame was old and nicked with time, the glass smudged and cracked. Still, it felt warm, like it had been lying in the sun. Even though the backyard was freezing, Lily picked it up, turned it in her hands. She caught her reflection, muddy, tired, her face pale beneath her dark hair. But then something changed. She froze. The girl in the mirror wasn't blinking when she did, wasn't breathing in time with her. And her face, older, bruised, wide eyes full of silent panic. She pressed a hand against the glass. So did the girl. But her mouth moved. "Help me." Lily dropped the mirror. It hit the ground with a dull thud. The dog barked once, low and urgent. Lily staggered back. Her legs felt weak. What the hell was that? She looked at the dog. He was staring at the mirror like he expected her to do something. She backed away, ran inside, slammed the door, and didn't sleep that night. The next day, she told one of the other girls. Jessie, maybe 13, barely spoke about the dog. Jessie looked up slowly. "There's no dog here." "Yes there is, out back." Jessie shook her head. "We're not allowed in the backyard." "Why?" The girl's voice dropped to a whisper. "Because the last girl who went back there disappeared." Lily returned to the mirror that night. The dog Titan, she decided to call him, was waiting. He sat beside the hole, tail still, ears alert. The mirror was where she'd left it, only now the dirt around it had been disturbed again, as if something had tried to drag it back down. She picked it up. The glass was clean now, too clean. She looked into it. The older version of herself was still there, but this time, the bruises were darker, and behind her, a room, concrete walls, a metal door, and someone's hand gripping her shoulder. Lily gasped. The mirror slipped from her fingers but didn't fall. Titan caught it, carefully, gently, in his mouth. He laid it back down in the dirt, then looked at her. This wasn't a haunting. It was a message, a warning, or maybe a second chance. Lily couldn't stop thinking about the mirror. Not during breakfast, where Dana served toast without butter, and Greg scrolled his phone without speaking. Not during chores, where the other foster kids moved like ghosts through the hallways. Not even that afternoon, when she saw Titan again, sitting by the sycamore tree, waiting. That night, after everyone had gone to bed, Lily crept out of her room, flashlight, shoes, the mirror tucked under her arm. Titan met her at the back door. No bark, just a slow knowing turn toward the trees. This time, he led her deeper. They passed the fence line, down an old deer trail that cut between black pines. Eventually, they reached a clearing Lily had never seen before. At the center a stone well, crumbled, overgrown. She brushed leaves from the edge and gasped. Inside there was a small bundle of cloth, pink, tattered, child-sized. And beside it, a second mirror. This one was smaller, dirtier, and cracked clean through the middle. She looked into it. No reflection, just blackness, and then, a flicker, of a girl in a basement, pacing, clutching her arms, eyes hollow. She looked older than Lily, but not by much. Lily dropped the mirror. Titan let out a low whine. "This isn't just me," she whispered. "There was someone else." The next day, Lily snuck into the basement. Dana and Greg never let them down there, said it was storage only, but the door was unlocked. And what she found made her blood turn to ice. A room, concrete walls, metal door, single bulb dangling from the ceiling. It was identical to the room in the mirror. On the floor, a ring. She picked it up. Inside was an engraving. "To Molly. Love always." Back upstairs, she waited until Dana left for groceries. Then she cornered Greg. "Who's Molly?" His face went pale. "What did you say?" "I found a ring." He stood too quickly. His hands trembled. "You stay out of the basement. That's not for you." Lily didn't flinch. "You kept her down there, didn't you?" He said nothing. She turned to run. He grabbed her arm, hard. But before he could speak, a crash. The back door slammed open, and Titan charged in. He didn't growl. He didn't bite. He just stood between them, tall, unblinking, every hair on his body tense. Greg let go. Lily ran. That night, Lily told Jessie everything, showed her the mirror, the letters, the ring. Jessie cried. "Molly used to live here," she whispered. "She was like you. She disappeared last year. They said she ran away, but she didn't." Jessie shook her head. "She used to draw the same dog." Lily sat on her bed, staring at the mirror. The girl inside looked worse, pale, weak, like time was running out. Titan pawed at the glass, then looked up at Lily, as if asking, "What now?" Lily reached for her notebook. "I think I know what to do," she whispered. "We don't just look through the mirror." She turned to Titan. "We go in." Lily didn't sleep. She waited until the house was quiet, until she could hear only the soft creak of pipes and the ticking of the old wall clock. Then she grabbed the mirror and followed Titan. This time, they didn't go to the backyard. They went down, back into the basement, back into that cold, unfinished room, with no furniture and no windows, just that flickering light bulb, and the silence. Titan stopped at the far wall and sniffed, scratched once, then twice, and then the panel shifted. Behind it a hidden door, metal, bolted, but not locked. Lily pulled it open. Stairs, descending into darkness. She hesitated. Titan didn't. He went first. At the bottom, another room. This one different, larger, older. A mattress in the corner, a water jug, scraps of food wrappers, and on the wall, drawings, pages torn from a notebook. Each one showed the same thing, a girl, alone, watching a dog dig beneath a tree. Lily's throat tightened. "She saw you," she whispered. "She saw you from down here." Titan circled the room, stopped beside a blanket bundle. Something moved. A girl, thin, trembling, eyes wide with recognition. "You're her," she whispered. "Molly." The girl nodded. Titan lay beside her. She buried her hands in his fur and sobbed. Lily helped her up, helped her climb the stairs. No alarms, no shouts. Dana and Greg were asleep, for now. They made it out the front door, into the street, and didn't stop running until they reached the police station. An officer met them at the door. Lily held up the ring. "She's Molly. She was kept under the house." They didn't believe her at first, until Molly said a name only they would know. Her sister's, until she showed them the bruises, the room, and the mirror. Officers raided the house before sunrise. Greg was arrested trying to run. Dana screamed something about not ruining everything again. The house was sealed off. Every foster child was relocated. Lily and Molly were sent to separate homes at first, but then, something unexpected. A file surfaced, an old application, from Molly's biological family, a match. She had a little sister, placed in the system as a baby, adopted, and renamed Lily. The day the social worker told them, Molly cried, and Lily, she finally understood why the mirror had shown her own face, older, bruised, begging. Because it had always been her, just a different version, just a different version, a version who never got out, until Titan dug up the truth. 6 months later, the house was demolished. No ceremony, no headlines, just the soft groan of machinery tearing down what should have never stood so long. But the sycamore tree remained, and at its base, a small plaque was placed to those who were silenced, to those who were found, to those who howled until someone listened. Molly and Lily now lived together, not as strangers, but as sisters. The court granted custody to a relative, one who had searched for Molly when she vanished, someone who believed them, someone who welcomed Titan too, because wherever they went, he stayed close. The mirror, it stayed buried. The police wanted to study it, test it, but when they tried to move it, the glass cracked clean through, and the reflection vanished. Just a normal mirror now. Whatever magic or memory had clung to it was gone. Its job was done. One summer evening, Molly sat by the window with Titan curled at her feet. Lily brought over a small notebook. Inside were sketches of the house, the woods, and always, the dog. Titan, you saved us, Molly whispered, running her fingers through his fur. Lily nodded. But I think we had to see it too. Really see it, before we could get out. They started telling their story, first in therapy, then in writing, and finally on stage. Molly gave a speech at the foster care advocacy conference. She held the cracked mirror in her hand, held Titan's leash in the other, and said, "We weren't just lost, we were buried. And it took a dog, one nobody owned, one nobody trusted, to dig up what the world forgot. We never would have seen each other again if we hadn't seen ourselves first, in that glass, in that warning, in that promise that if we were brave enough to look, someone would come." After the applause, Lily leaned over. "He still digs sometimes," she said with a smile. "But now it's just for fun." Molly laughed. "And if he ever finds another mirror?" Titan looked up, ears twitching. Lily grinned. "Then we'll know, someone else needs saving."